Hey friends of the twins, this is Rhonda and welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're out here in my favorite room in my entire home. We're out here in my sunroom. This room was converted from a carport about 2 years ago, and it is the space that I'm in. I spend the majority of my day out here. This is what it has looked like for the past 2 years since it's been built, but I have been feeling like, friends of the twins, this is a more traditional look. And while it has definitely been comfortable, this sofa set is so comfortable, I've been feeling like I want to elevate the space a little bit and bring in something that is a little bit more modern. Now, Shuggy and I are empty nesters. We have been for a couple of years. And when we moved here 3 years ago, we both knew that this was going to most likely be our forever home. And so I have been kind of taking my time. I brought you all along the journey with me as I am making it be exactly what we want it to be. Now, I do keep the kids and family in mind, but for the most part, this home that I am curating is for Shuggy and I. So I've been looking to kind of elevate the space, but another reason why I had a thought to kind of make some changes in here is because after living in it for the last 2 years, I have really felt like what was missing for me was having footstools. When we were out here watching television, I want us to be the most comfortable that we can be. And there have been times that I definitely missed having something to prop my feet up on. Now, I did have a thought to buy me some footstools or an ottoman, but my dilemma was that with my coffee table that I have, that I really enjoy, I wouldn't have enough room to add in footstools. I felt like, it might make the space feel a little bit crowded. So I'm so excited because what you see me unboxing here is the RUBIK 3 Modular sectional sofa. Now, this one was gifted to me by Linsy Home, and when it arrived, friends of the twins, it came in 8 boxes, and you'll see why in just a little bit. This one has something that is extra with it, and I'm so glad that I made that choice, that I chose it with this little extra something to it. The hardest part about it all was actually bringing the 8 boxes in from the garage. I had to kind of go back and forth until I got them all in. But I had me a hand dolly, and it didn't take, it really didn't take long at all. And, of course, I have reinforcements here. I got Shuggy on deck to help me out. All of your pieces and parts will come packed inside each piece of furniture. And I would say in about 30 minutes, you'll have a completely new sectional sofa all put together. It's really that simple. Now, I have chosen mine in the color almond cream, and it is in a beautiful, really beautiful poly linen fabric. I really like this little touch where Linsy Home sends you the little felt pads to go on the bottom of your furniture. So I ended up with 32 of them. I definitely feel like I saved a couple of coins by not having to go out and buy them myself. My new sofa is a 4-seater, and it has 2 ottomans. Friends of the twins, you hear what I said? It has 2 ottomans. I'm so excited about that. And each of the 4 chairs came with its own box tucked neatly underneath, and inside that box was the assembly tools for each. And it was the exact same thing for each of the 2 ottomans. So, friends of the twins, I ended up with 8 of these little Allen wrenches, as well as plenty of screws and everything else that I would need. You definitely don't have to worry about your assembly. You're going to have all of your parts. So looking here, this is the back rest of the chair, and we've just gotten the little sturdy metal connectors attached. It was all very quick and easy. You really don't need a drill. You can easily do it with the Allen wrenches that they provide. All right, we're heading towards the finish line, and Shonda has come. It's all hands on deck. Should you need any help with the instructions, Linsy Home does provide you with an instruction manual. And I love how they send you this little fabric sampler. These are all of the colors that the RUBIK 3 comes in. Here's mine up at top. I have the poly linen. I would have chosen velvet. Maybe didn't really need to choose velvet, but they did not have it in this light color. And I did want to go with this pretty cream color. I'm actually really happy that I went with the polylinen versus the velvet. The velvet may have made the space feel a little bit fancier than what I really want to have out here. It's a beautiful fabric, y'all. I really love it. It's soft to touch. I love the fact that I can just unzip the slip covers, pull them all, throw them in the wash, get them all cleaned up, and it is as simple as that. And I want you to notice also that the fabric has a little bit of a sheen to it. That's actually one of the first things that Shonda mentioned when she came through the door. You know, how much she loved the fabric, and also the fact that it had that little bit of a sheen. So here is the fun part. As I mentioned before, it actually comes with 4 seats. I have 2 ottomans, and friends of the twins, that little something extra that I mentioned before is this little console that you see here, and it includes a drink station and a couple of other little goodies that I'm going to be sharing with y'all in just a few minutes. I also have arms to place wherever I choose, and that is a whole concept with the modular sofas. You know, they are easily connected and disconnected. You can move them around. You can make them fit into the space according to what your needs are. I'm most excited, y'all, about these 2 ottomans. One for me and one for Chuggy. So that's what Shonda and I are doing. We're just kind of playing with the furniture, trying to see what is going to work best for the space. If you place all 4 seats together, you're going to have 122.5 inches arm to arm. That's a pretty nice size. Each seat has a capacity to hold 1,000 pounds. Friends of the twins, each individual seat can hold 1,000 pounds. That's really nice. You see the trouble Shonda's having kind of moving this furniture. It is heavy, y'all. This furniture has some weight to it. And also each cushion is a high density memory foam cushion, so I did not have to compromise on comfort. So we've played around with it for about an hour or so, just placing the furniture in different positions and all. Even though it is heavy, this was quite a job. We finally found something that I know is going to work for Sugar and I. And so here is a look back on what the sunroom looked like before. I call this space my flex space. I actually have about 4 different activities that I do out here. We love to watch TV and to eat. I edit all of the videos out here. I also have that workout space. Y'all see that area? I have all of my workout equipment out here. And I also have that swing chair that is there for reading. That little nook with the swing chair has been the most relaxing space. It is perfect for reading a book. Sometimes I sit there and have my coffee and I just swing. Swinging is very relaxing, y'all. Here's that little something extra again. Let's take a closer look at this console. It comes with 2 cup holders. I was really excited about this, friends of the twins. I've never had a console with cup holders before. It's going to be perfect for this fall and winter weather. And now I'm just going to go ahead and add a couple of accents here. And what I'm doing is I'm taking a candle holder that I picked up at Ross probably a year ago, and I just turned it upside down and set it inside of this bigger candle holder. And to that, I'm going to set my owl up there. All I'm doing is really just making me a riser. I didn't have one that would fit down inside that big candle holder, so I just made me a riser. A couple of my fall picks, added in these beautiful pillows that I've had for a while. And this is the finished look, something that was quick, simple, took me not even 5 minutes. I did something similar here on my office desk. I felt like this was just the most appropriate thing because of the message, the inspirational message, but also because it is written on burlap. This is something I picked up at a thrift store. Very inspirational, such a simple message, but such a powerful message. Friends of the Twins, the space looks amazing. The camera does not do it justice. This lighter color makes this room feel even bigger. But the most important part is that it's comfortable and we can put our feet up. As you can see here on the console, which I was so excited about, you have your electrical outlets as well as a USB. You have storage here. You saw the two cup holders a little bit earlier. And as we look here at the bottom, there is even more storage. Each piece with this sectional has storage, y'all. All of the 4 chairs can be lifted. You have storage there. The 2 ottomans have storage. You have storage inside of the console. I am really loving all of this storage. I've already started taking advantage of all of this storage, and I'm not even halfway through with what I have available to me. So that is just like one of the top things, all of that storage. But I did want to also mention it to y'all. Make sure that y'all know we have a 10% discount code for y'all. It will be down in the description box below. And I'll also have the link for the furniture down there. Y'all go over to Linsy Home website and check it out. They not only have the 4-seaters, but they have different configurations. They have a little bit of something to fit whatever your space desires, as well as a nice variety of colors and fabrics. When we first got the furniture together, my first thought was, oh, does this sit too low? I was just used to my sofa, having the higher backs to it. But the longer I've had it, the more I'm kind of enjoying it. Y'all leave me a comment and let me know if you think that I should replace the legs. The legs on these are 2 inches. I'll probably go up maybe just an inch. Maybe just an inch. But here are the metal connectors. I hadn't put them all on there. I wanted to make sure that this was going to be the best furniture layout for us, and it is. Now, like I said, it does have the 2 ottomans, so when Sugar and I are both out here, I'll simply move the other ottoman down to the other end of the couch, and that will take care of that. Or I might just put it right beside Sugar. We might just sit side by side. Just never know. Friends of the Twins, it's about to get cold. We're going to be snuggled up over here. Y'all, I'm going to tell y'all a secret. I think I've told y'all this before. Shuggy is the biggest cuddle bug you will ever meet. He likes to be warm, snuggly, and cozy. So, y'all don't tell him I told you. I hope y'all have enjoyed seeing my room makeover. I am enjoying it so much. Next up, I think I'm going to be doing a fall tour pretty soon. Definitely here within the next week or so, because Shawn and I, we kind of have plans, y'all, to kick off the Christmas decorating on November 1st. As always, you make the life that you live a life that you love, because life is short. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.